Hi everyone, welcome back to English Fab, where learning English is practical, useful, and fab. Have you ever heard phrases like be about to, be expected to, or be meant to, and wondered what they really mean, or how to use them naturally? These expressions might sound a bit formal or confusing at first, but they're actually super common in everyday English. They help you talk about things that are planned, likely to happen, or even risky, and mastering them can really level up your communication skills. In today's lesson, we'll explore useful phrasal modals such as be about to, be set to, be prone to, be due to, and more. I'll walk you through what each phrase means, how it's used in real life, and give you practical tips so you can feel confident using them in your own conversations. If you find English difficult, don't worry, you can translate the subtitles into English and your own language like this. Check the description below for extra details. Are you ready? Let's get started.
In this section, we'll explore common ways to use be about to with clear explanations and examples. Let's get started. 1. Talking about something that will happen very soon. When something is just about to begin, and there is very little time before it happens. Example. The movie is about to start, so let's find our seats. This means the movie will begin very soon, so there's no time to wait. More examples. The sun is about to rise. Dinner is about to be served. 2. Describing an interrupted action. When someone was just about to do something, but something else stopped them. Example. I was about to call you when you texted me first. This means the person had the intention of calling but didn't need to because they received a message first. More examples. He was about to leave the house when it started raining. We were about to eat when the doorbell rang. 3. Giving a warning or urgency. When something is going to happen very soon, and there is a sense of urgency. Example. Hurry up. The train is about to leave. This means the train is leaving very soon, so you must act quickly. More examples. Be careful. The glass is about to fall. The game is about to start, so take your seats. 4. Making an immediate decision. When someone is on the verge of deciding or taking action. Example. She is about to quit her job and start her own business. This means she is very close to making this big decision. More examples. He is about to buy a new phone. They are about to announce the winner of the contest. 5. Expressing a sudden realization. When someone remembers something just before doing it. Example. I was about to forget my keys, but I checked my bag. This means they almost forgot but remembered just in time. More examples. She was about to walk out without her phone. I was about to send the email without an attachment. Now that we've covered the different ways to use be about to, let's go over some important tips to help you use it naturally and correctly in conversations. 1. Structure. Be plus about to plus base verb. The verb after be about to should always be in its base form. Correct. She is about to make a phone call. Incorrect. She is about to making a phone call. 2. Be about to versus be going to. Be about to is used when something is going to happen very soon. Example. I am about to leave the house. Be going to is used for planned future actions that may not happen immediately. Example. I am going to leave for vacation next week. 3. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Incorrect. He about to start his speech. Correct. He is about to start his speech. 4. How to remember be about to. Think of about as a sign that something will happen in just a few moments. Use be about to when talking about urgent situations, sudden realizations, or interrupted actions. It is often used in everyday conversations, warnings, and storytelling. 5. Commonly used expressions with be about to. Be about to leave, we are about to leave for the airport. Be about to say something, she was about to say something when the phone rang. Be about to start, the meeting is about to start soon. Be about to give up, he was about to give up, but then he found a solution. Be about to cry, she was about to cry when she heard the good news.
In this section, we'll explore common ways to use be set to, with clear explanations and examples. Let's get started. 1. Describing a planned or scheduled event. We use be set to when something is officially arranged and will happen soon. Example: the concert is set to begin at 7 p.m. This means the concert has been scheduled and will start at 7 p.m. More examples: the meeting is set to start in 10 minutes. The new store is set to open next month. 2. Making predictions about the future. Use be set to when something is expected to happen based on what we know now. Example: the weather is set to improve by the weekend. Here the forecast predicts better weather soon. More examples: the economy is set to grow next year. The team is set to win the championship. 3. Talking about readiness or preparation. This is great when something or someone is fully prepared to start an action. Example: the team is set to start the project next week. This means they've prepared everything and will begin next week. More examples: she is set to launch her new website. We're set to move into the new office. 4. Referring to big announcements or changes. Use this when important news or updates are expected. Example: the company is set to announce a new CEO. This means the announcement is coming soon. More examples: the school is set to release new guidelines. The city is set to introduce new regulations. 5. Highlighting expected impact or outcome. Finally, use be set to describe how something will affect the future. Example: the new law is set to change the education system. This shows the law will have a big impact. More examples: technology is set to transform our daily lives. This decision is set to affect many employees. Now that we've covered the different ways to use be set to, let's go over some important tips to help you use it naturally and correctly in conversations. 1. Structure. Be set to base verb. The verb that follows be set to should always be in its base form. For example: correct, the team is set to win the championship. Incorrect, the team is set to winning the championship. Always remember, no ing form here. Keep it simple and stick to the base verb. 2. Be set to versus be about to. Both talk about the future, but they're a little different. Be set to means something is planned or highly expected to happen soon. Example: the movie is set to break box office records. Be about to means something is happening immediately or very soon. Example: the movie is about to start, let's go inside. Think of be set to as having more planning or certainty, while be about to is all about timing. It's happening now. 3. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Let's look at a common mistake. Incorrect, he's set to finish the report soon. Correct, he is set to finish the report soon. Don't forget the be verb, it's super important for this phrase. 4. How to remember be set to. Here's an easy way to remember. Think of set as ready, scheduled, or fully prepared for action. Use it when you're talking about future plans, big announcements, or strong predictions. You'll often hear it in news reports, business updates, or formal conversations when something important is about to happen. 5. Commonly used expressions with be set to. Let's check out some common phrases you can practice. Be set to launch. The company is set to launch a new product. Be set to begin. The match is set to begin at 5 p.m. Be set to change. This decision is set to change the industry. Be set to rise. Prices are set to rise next month.
In this section, we'll explore common ways to use be fit to with clear explanations and examples. Let's get started. 1. Talking about physical health or strength. Use be fit to when someone is healthy enough to perform an activity. Example: she is fit to run the marathon. This means she is healthy, strong, and ready for the race. More examples: he is fit to climb the mountain. After resting, she was fit to continue the journey. 2. Describing readiness for a job or duty. Use it when someone is qualified, ready, or capable of doing a job. Example: the candidate is fit to handle the manager's role. This means the candidate is skilled and ready for the job. More examples: she is fit to lead the project team. He is fit to take on the new responsibility. 3. Referring to emotional or mental readiness. Use it when someone is mentally or emotionally prepared. Example: he is fit to lead the team after months of training. This means he's mentally ready to take charge. More examples: she is fit to handle the pressure. He is not fit to make a decision right now. 4. Stating if something is in good condition or suitable. Use it when describing if something is suitable or in proper condition. Example: the old house is not fit to live in anymore. This means the house is no longer safe or suitable. More examples: this equipment is fit to use. The car is not fit to drive without repairs. 5. Used in legal or formal contexts. You'll also see be fit to in formal reports or legal situations, describing someone's capacity or condition. Example: the patient is fit to stand trial according to the doctor's report. This means the person is mentally and physically able to participate in the trial. More examples: the witness is fit to testify. The soldier was declared fit to return to duty. Now that we've covered the different ways to use be fit to, let's go over some important tips to help you use it naturally and correctly in conversations. 1. Structure: be plus fit to plus base verb. The verb after be fit to should always be in its base form. Correct: she is fit to return to work. Incorrect: she is fit to returning to work. It's a simple rule: fit to must be followed by the base form of the verb. 2. Be fit to versus be able to. It's easy to confuse these two phrases, but they have different uses. Be fit to focuses on being suitable, ready, or healthy enough for something. Example: he is fit to compete in the race. This means he is physically ready and capable of joining the competition. Be able to is about general ability, not about readiness or suitability. Example: he is able to run fast. This means he has the skill or ability, but it doesn't tell us if he is ready or in the right condition. 3. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Watch out for this common error. Incorrect: he fit to handle the situation. Correct: he is fit to handle the situation. Always remember, you need the correct form of be, like is, are, was, were, depending on the subject and tense. 4. How to remember be fit to. Think of fit as meaning suitable, capable, or healthy enough. Use be fit to when you want to talk about someone or something being ready, qualified, or in good condition to do something. It's commonly used in formal writing, health reports, and job-related conversations. 5. Commonly used expressions with be fit to. Here are some examples you'll often hear. Be fit to work: she is fit to work again after surgery. Be fit to lead: he is fit to lead the team now. Be fit to drive: you are not fit to drive after drinking. Be fit to live in: the house is not fit to live in. Be fit to compete: the athlete is fit to compete in the tournament.
In this section, we'll explore common ways to use be expected to, with clear explanations and examples. Let's get started. 1. Talking about responsibilities or duties. When someone is required or supposed to do something. Example: students are expected to complete their assignments on time. This means that students have a responsibility to finish their work by the deadline. More examples: employees are expected to follow company policies. Parents are expected to take care of their children. 2. Describing social norms or behaviors. When something is considered proper or typical in society. Example: guests are expected to bring a gift to a wedding. This means that in many cultures, it is polite to bring a present when attending a wedding. More examples: in some countries, you are expected to take off your shoes before entering a home. People are expected to say thank you when receiving a gift. 3. Making predictions about the future. When something is likely to happen based on current information. Example: the new movie is expected to break box office records. This means that experts predict the movie will be very successful. More examples: the economy is expected to grow next year. The team is expected to win the championship. 4. Expressing workplace or academic expectations. When someone is required to follow certain rules at work or school. Example: employees are expected to attend all team meetings. This means that workers are required to participate in scheduled meetings. More examples: students are expected to be on time for class. Interns are expected to complete their training within 6 months. 5. Giving warnings or cautions. when someone should be prepared for a possible event. Example: heavy rain is expected to cause delays in the city. This means that weather forecasts predict rain, which may slow down transportation. More examples: flight cancellations are expected due to the storm. Traffic is expected to be heavy during the holidays. Now that we've covered the different ways to use be expected to, let's go over some important tips to help you use it naturally and correctly in conversations. 1. Structure. Be expected to base verb. The verb after be expected to should always be in its base form. Example: correct. Teachers are expected to guide their students. Incorrect. Teachers are expected to guiding their students. So always use the base verb right after expected to. It's a simple rule, but an easy mistake to make. 2. Be expected to versus should. What's the difference? Both phrases sound similar, but they're actually used in different ways. Be expected to is formal and refers to rules, obligations, or what people assume will happen. Should is more of a suggestion. Example: be expected to. Employees are expected to arrive on time. This is a workplace requirement. Should. Employees should arrive on time to set a good example. This is advice, but not a strict rule. So, if you are talking about a rule or something that must happen, use be expected to. If it's just a recommendation, should is the better choice. 3. Avoid common mistakes. Here are some mistakes people often make. Incorrect. He expected to arrive early. Correct. He is expected to arrive early. Always include be in the correct form before expected to, so the sentence makes sense. 4. How to remember be expected to. A quick way to remember this phrase is to think of expected as something that should happen or something that people assume will happen. Use be expected to for rules, obligations, or predictions. This phrase is often seen in workplaces, social expectations, and news reports. For example, prediction: the event is expected to start at 8 p.m. Rule: employees are expected to follow the company dress code. 5. Common expressions with be expected to. Here are some useful phrases you can start using today. Be expected to work. Employees are expected to work extra hours during busy seasons. Be expected to follow rules. Students are expected to follow school guidelines. Be expected to arrive. Guests are expected to arrive by 7 p.m. Be expected to improve. The economy is expected to improve next year. Be expected to participate. Everyone is expected to participate in the meeting. These are commonly used in workplaces, social situations, and even news reports. Try listening for them in real-life conversations.
In this section, we'll explore common ways to use be meant to with clear explanations and examples. Let's get started. 1. Talking about rules or expectations. When something should happen or is required. Example: students are meant to submit their assignments on time. This means that students are expected to follow this rule. More examples: teachers are meant to guide their students. Guests are meant to check in before noon. 2. Describing the intended purpose of something. When something is designed or intended for a specific function. Example: this app is meant to help people learn new languages. This means that the app was created with the purpose of helping people learn. More examples: this book is meant to teach beginners how to code. This website is meant to provide travel tips. 3. Expressing destiny or fate. When something seems to happen for a reason. Example: they were meant to meet and become best friends. This suggests that their meeting was not just a coincidence. More examples: some people believe they are meant to be together. That job was meant to be his dream career. 4. Explaining misunderstandings. When someone didn't do what was expected. Example: I was meant to call you earlier, but I forgot. This means that calling was part of the plan, but it didn't happen. More examples: she was meant to bring the documents, but she left them at home. We were meant to meet at 5 p.m., but the time got changed. 5. Indicating disappointment or frustration. When something does not happen as planned. Example. This trip was meant to be relaxing, but it turned out stressful. This expresses disappointment because expectations were different. More examples. The party was meant to be fun, but it rained the whole night. This meal was meant to be delicious, but it was overcooked. Now that we've covered the different ways to use be meant to, let's go over some important tips to help you use it naturally and correctly in conversations. 1. Structure. Be plus meant to plus base verb. The verb after be meant to should always be in its base form. Correct. You are meant to follow the instructions carefully. Incorrect. You are meant to following the instructions carefully. 2. Be meant to versus be supposed to. Be meant to focuses on purpose or destiny. Example. This tool is meant to make cleaning easier. Be supposed to focuses on rules, duties, or expectations. Example. You are supposed to finish your homework before playing games. 3. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Incorrect. This book is meant to help beginners. Correct. This book is meant to help beginners. 4. How to remember be meant to. Think of meant as related to intended purposes, expectations, or destiny. Use be meant to when talking about what should happen, what something is designed for, or what fate has decided. It is commonly used in rules, instructions, storytelling, and daily conversations. 5. Common expressions with be meant to. Be meant to follow rules. You are meant to wear a seatbelt in the car. Be meant to help. This course is meant to help beginners learn coding. Be meant to meet. They were meant to cross paths and become friends. Be meant to do something. I was meant to remind you about the meeting. Be meant to fix a problem. This update is meant to improve the app's performance.
In this section, we'll explore common ways to use be prone to with clear explanations and examples. Let's get started. 1. Describing a habit or tendency. Used when someone frequently does something, often without realizing it. Example. He is prone to forgetting people's names. He often forgets names even when he tries to remember them. More examples. She is prone to making last-minute changes to her plans. They are prone to losing their keys. 2. Talking about health issues. Used when someone is more likely to experience certain health conditions. Example. She is prone to headaches when she doesn't drink enough water. If she doesn't stay hydrated, she often develops headaches. More examples. He is prone to catching colds in the winter. Some people are prone to allergies in the spring. 3. Expressing emotional reactions. Used when someone is likely to feel or react in a certain way. Example. He is prone to anxiety before big presentations. He often feels nervous when speaking in front of people. More examples. She is prone to anger when she is under stress. They are prone to feeling overwhelmed in crowded places. 4. Referring to risk or danger. Used when something has a higher chance of experiencing problems. Example. This road is prone to flooding during heavy rain. Heavy rain often causes flooding on this road. More examples. The area is prone to earthquakes. Old buildings are prone to structural damage. 5. Indicating a natural characteristic. Used when someone has a personality trait that influences their behavior. Example. She is prone to overthinking simple decisions. She tends to think too much about small choices. More examples. He is prone to worrying about minor details. People who are prone to perfectionism often struggle with deadlines. Now that we've covered the different ways to use be prone to, let's go over some important tips to help you use it naturally and correctly in conversations. 1. Structure, be plus prone to plus noun or gerund. The phrase be prone to should always be followed by a noun or a gerund. Correct, he is prone to making mistakes when he rushes. Incorrect, he is prone to make mistakes when he rushes. 2. Be prone to versus be liable to. Be prone to describes a natural tendency often related to health, emotions, or habits. Example, she is prone to feeling stressed in crowded places. Be liable to is used for legal or financial responsibility or when something is at risk of happening. Example, the company is liable to pay compensation for damages. 3. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Incorrect, he prone to anger easily. Correct, he is prone to anger easily. Incorrect, the machine is prone breaking down. Correct, the machine is prone to breaking down. 4. How to remember be prone to. Think of prone as meaning likely to happen or occur frequently. Use be prone to when talking about things that happen often, especially negative tendencies. If unsure, check if the word after be prone to is a noun or a gerund. 5. Commonly used expressions with be prone to. Be prone to illness, he is prone to colds in the winter. Be prone to accidents, she is prone to tripping over things. Be prone to worry, he is prone to worrying about small details. Be prone to mistakes, they are prone to making errors under pressure. Be prone to forgetfulness, I am prone to forgetting my keys at home. In this section, we'll explore common ways to use be liable to with clear explanations and examples. Let's get started. 1. Expressing the possibility of something happening. Be liable to is used when something is likely to happen, especially a negative outcome. Example, she is liable to make mistakes when she is tired. This means that when she is tired, she often makes mistakes. More examples, he is liable to oversleep if he stays up too late. Without proper planning, the event is liable to fail. 2. Talking about legal responsibility or obligation. Be liable to is often used in legal context to refer to responsibility or duty. Example, the company is liable to pay a fine if it violates the contract. This means the company must legally pay a fine if it breaks the contract. More examples, employers are liable to provide a safe working environment. If a business sells faulty products, it is liable to compensate customers. 3. Indicating a risk or potential consequence. Use be liable to when talking about the potential risks of an action. Example, if you don't warm up before exercising, you are liable to get injured. This means there is a risk of injury if you skip warming up before exercise. More examples, without regular maintenance, the machine is liable to break down. He is liable to lose his keys if he doesn't keep them in the same place. 4. Referring to financial responsibility. Be liable to can refer to financial obligations, especially when paying for damages. Example, you are liable to pay for any damage to the rental car. This means if the car is damaged, you are responsible for paying the cost. More examples, landlords are liable to return a tenant's deposit at the end of a lease. If you miss a loan payment, you are liable to pay a late fee. 5. Describing a tendency towards certain behavior. Be liable to can also describe someone's habit or natural tendency. Example, he is liable to forget names quickly. This means he tends to forget names easily. More examples, she is liable to laugh at even the smallest jokes. They are liable to get distracted during long meetings. Now that we've covered the different ways to use be liable to, let's go over some important tips to help you use it naturally and correctly in conversations. 1. Structure be plus liable to plus base verb. The verb after be liable to should always be in its base form. Example, correct. She is liable to lose her keys if she doesn't keep them in one place. Incorrect. She is liable to losing her keys if she doesn't keep them in one place. 2. Be liable to versus be likely to. Be liable to is often used in formal or legal situations, especially when referring to risks or responsibilities. Example, the company is liable to pay compensation if the product is defective. Be likely to is used for a general probability without the legal or negative connotation. Example, it is likely to rain tomorrow. 3. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Incorrect, she liable to be late for work. Correct, she is liable to be late for work. 4. How to remember be liable to. Think of liable as a word connected to risk, responsibility, or something negative. Use be liable to when talking about legal matters, potential problems, or tendencies. It often appears in contracts, formal discussions, and risk-related conversations. 5. Commonly used expressions with be liable to. Be liable to pay, the customer is liable to pay for any lost items. Be liable to legal action, the company is liable to legal action if it breaks the agreement. Be liable to mistakes, he is liable to make mistakes when working under pressure. Be liable to change, the schedule is liable to change depending on the weather. Be liable to damage. Glass objects are liable to break easily if not handled carefully. In this section, we'll explore common ways to use be due to with clear explanations and examples. Let's get started. 1. Expressing a scheduled event or time. Be due to is used when something is expected to happen at a specific time. Example: the train is due to arrive at 6 p.m. This means the train is expected to arrive at exactly 6 p.m. according to the schedule. More examples: the meeting is due to start at 10 a.m. My flight is due to take off in an hour. Be due to helps indicate precise timing for events. 2. Indicating an expected action or event. Use be due to when referring to a planned or scheduled event in the near future. Example: the company is due to launch a new product next month. This means the company has scheduled the product launch for next month. More examples: the new law is due to take effect in January. The report is due to be released next week. This phrase is common when talking about business, government policies, or events. 3. Giving a reason for something. Due to is used to explain the cause of an event or situation. Example: the delay was due to heavy traffic. This means the delay happened because of traffic. More examples: the flight was canceled due to bad weather. The game was postponed due to technical issues. Due to is often used in formal writing or news reports when explaining causes. 4. Referring to an obligation or responsibility. Be due to can indicate that someone is expected to do something soon. Example: she is due to give a presentation this afternoon. This means she is scheduled to present later today. More examples: the students are due to submit their assignments tomorrow. He is due to meet his manager at 3 p.m. This use of be due to is common in work and school settings. 5. Talking about money or payments. Be due to is often used to describe deadlines for payments or financial obligations. Example: the rent is due to be paid by the first of the month. This means the rent must be paid by that date. More examples: the electricity bill is due next week. My salary is due to be deposited on Friday. This phrase is frequently used in financial contexts. Now that we've covered the different ways to use be due to, let's go over some important tips to help you use it naturally and correctly in conversations. 1. Structure be plus due to plus base verb noun. The structure of be due to depends on whether it refers to a reason or an event. Examples: the meeting is due to start at 9 a.m. Event: the cancellation was due to bad weather. Reason: incorrect usage. The cancellation was due to the bad weathering. When using due to for a reason, always follow it with a noun, not a verb form. 2. Be due to versus be going to. While both phrases refer to future events, they are used in different contexts. Be due to say formal and scheduled events. The exam is due to begin at 10 a.m. Officially scheduled. Be going to informal future plans. The exam is going to start at 10 a.m. Less formal everyday speech. Use be due to for official schedules and be going to for casual plans. 3. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Incorrect: he is due to arrive at noon. Correct: he is due to arrive at noon. Always remember to include to before the verb when using be due to for scheduled events. 4. How to remember be due to. Use be due to when talking about fixed schedules, responsibilities, or reasons. If talking about why something happened, use due to plus a noun. Example: the delay was due to heavy traffic. If talking about a planned event, use due to plus a verb. Example: the plane is due to take off soon. 5. Commonly used expressions with be due to. Be due to arrive. The bus is due to arrive at 7 p.m. Be due to start. The concert is due to start in an hour. Be due to be paid. The loan is due to be paid next week. Be due to happen. The announcement is due to happen soon. Be due to leave. She is due to leave for vacation tomorrow.
Great work today. You've just learned how to use advanced phrasal modals like be about to, be set to, be meant to, and be due to. These phrases can help you sound more fluent, more natural, and more precise when talking about plans, expectations, and tendencies in English. Don't worry if they felt a bit tricky at first. That's completely normal. Just take your time, revisit the examples, and try using them in sentences about your own life. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become. If you'd like to review or explore related grammar topics, check the description below for helpful links and more resources to keep improving your English. Okay, thanks for watching today's lesson on English Fab. I hope you found these English tips useful and feel more confident. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these phrases in your daily conversations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more Fab English lessons. Until next time, keep practicing and stay Fab.